Hey everyone, it's Kevin here with Reviews About Anything, and today we have my Sony WF-1000XM3s. These are Sony's current flagship true wireless headphones. I know that they just came out with the WH-1000XM4s, so the over-ear version. They came out with the fourth iteration of them. So my guess is they'll probably make a fourth iteration of these pretty soon. Now if they're going to change anything, I'm not sure. They didn't really change much physically with the over-ear headphones from the Mark III to the Mark IV. But I guess we'll see. And in the meantime, I'm going to give you guys a longer term review of these right here. You may have seen my unboxing or the 1 week review of them. I've had them for a couple months now. I thought I'd give a bit of a more in-depth review. If you're not familiar with these, I'll run over the specs real quick with you guys. So these are true wireless headphones. They are using Bluetooth 5.0. They have a claimed frequency response of 20 to 20 kilohertz. They are a closed dynamic driver that is 0.24 inches using a neodymium magnet style. It does not have waterproofing. It has NFC within the case, and the battery life is from 0 to fully charged with the case for the buds is 1.5 hours. And then it has 6 hours of music playback with noise canceling on, 8 hours of music playback noise canceling off, and then it has 4 hours of talk time with noise canceling on and 4.5 hours of talk time with noise canceling off. And then it has a wait time, if the buds are just sitting there outside of the case, of 9 hours of noise canceling on and 15 hours of noise canceling off. Like I said, it is using Bluetooth 5.0. It has about 30 feet of line of sight range, is what they're claiming on the website here, or 10 meters. It is supporting audio formats of SBC and AAC. And then the charge case itself from 0 to 100 is 3.5 hours, they're saying. The weight of the case is 2.8 ounces and each bud is 0.3 ounces. It does have USB-C for charging the case, and it comes with a USB-A to USB-C cable in the box, which they're saying is about 7.88 inches. It has dual sensors for the noise canceling. It is using the Sony N1E noise canceling chip, which also has their high definition noise canceling, which includes a D to A, so a digital to analog converter, and an amplifier, and it's using 24-bit audio. They also have DSEE-HX, which is a digital sound enhancement that Sony has to help with upscaling compressed audio files. It is also claiming on here that they have better ergonomics, or sitting in your ear, because of the way they distribute the weight, and also the bump on the end of it that helps sit in your ear. I'll show you that in a moment. They also are claiming more stable Bluetooth connectivity because of their optimized antenna design, and also that both buds are connecting to the phone instead of one connecting to the other and then to the phone. They also are claiming that a 10-minute charge gives you 90 minutes of playback. So there's a quick charge feature. It does have magnets in the case to suck the earbuds in for charging. There is an ambient sound mode, the noise canceling mode, and regular mode. It also has sensors built into it, so if you take them out, they'll go to wait by mode if they sit long enough, because they know they're not in your ear, or they will also pause your music automatically and start playing it once you put it back in your ear. And then other than that, it comes in 2 colors. So the color I have here, which is black and copper, or rose gold, and then the other one is a off-white and regular yellow gold. It also comes with 3 silicone style tips and 3 rubber foam-esque tips. They're calling it they have triple comfort, ear cups, and then 3 sizes. So that's what they're calling their foam rubber style. And then they have, actually 4 sizes of the hybrid silicone long tips in the box. So here is the case itself. As you can see, you've been looking at it for the little bit of this beginning. And I'm just going to knock out my negatives here right at the beginning because they're quick. And there's only 2 of them, and they both relate to a similar topic. So the first negative I have about this is the size of the case. If you're familiar with Linus Tech Tips, this does not pass the small pocket test or the coin pocket test. It is quite large, so if we compare it here to the Jabra Elite Active 65T case here, you can see that it's wider, it is longer, and it's about the same thickness. So overall, it's just a bigger case. You can see here easily that if I put this case inside of this one, it easily fits. So that's the first negative. The case is quite big. And then the other negative I have is the size of the actual buds themselves are quite big. So if I take out here the right ear bud from the Sonys and the right ear bud of the Jabras, you can see here that it's overall longer. So if you look at it from there, and this part right here is really what sticks out of your ear. So them having this small kind of like antenna arm or mic arm here is actually less noticeable. And then also it is a bit longer, the stem here for your earbud part and the silicone tip. So it actually sticks out of your ear further because of that, where this has a shorter neck for it and sits a little bit deeper in your ear, and the shape itself just kind of sits in your ear a little closer as well. So that's really only the other big complaint I have about these headphones. And here you can see the bulge that I was talking about that is supposed to help keep it in your ear. So these are touch sensitive pads. On the side, you can configure them different ways inside the app on the phone. So yeah, that's about all of it. So those are really my only 2 negatives. To touch on that real quick again before I get further into this, it's just the sizing. The buds are pretty big, the case is pretty big, but with that being said, I've never had these fall off my ear. As you can see, I'm using their comfort tips, they call them, which these are kind of like a foam rubber tip here. I really like them. I switched from their hybrid tips to that because I was having an issue where I was losing seal for some reason. I tried a couple different their hybrid tips. I just didn't like them very much, and these comfort tips just seal better for me, so they sound better. The touch sensitivity works all the time. I just use it for pausing in the ambient sound. I left it stock. I don't really change the volume or anything with it because I usually keep it at a pretty steady volume for these. And we can look here on the bottom real quick. You can see here's the sensor they were talking about to tell if it's in or out of your ear. Here's your 3 pogo pins, which connect in the case here to right there to charge it. And the magnet they talked about, which works very well to keep them in. Same thing with the lid here. It is magnetized. You can see it doesn't come undone very easily. These things sound great. For true wireless headphones, these are phenomenal. I highly recommend them. I have tried as you can tell, the 65Ts from Jabra. I've also tried the 75Ts from Jabra. I've tried the AirPods, AirPod Pros, the Raukin Micros, and I've also tried the Sennheiser, the first generation of their true wireless ones, and I feel like I've tried one other, but I can't remember off the top of my head. And of all of them, these are pretty much the best sounding. I know some people say the Sennheiser sound a bit better, but that's really the Sennheiser sound. They have a specific sound to them. If you like that characteristic, if you like that way that their sound signature is, then you might like that better. But for me, it's okay. I've never been a huge fan of their sound signature. It's fine. I like the Sony sound signature a bit better. So if you're looking for a good solid pair of true wireless headphones to just use for normal use, then these are awesome. If you plan on going to the gym or anything else, I can't really recommend these because there's no waterproofing rating or anything. So I'd be worried about these if you sweat profusely on them and things like that. They're not going to be covered in a warranty. I much prefer using these at the gym. That's actually what I use them for. The battery life has just started to go on the 65Ts after several years of use and constant charging. So they don't last like they used to. So I got these new pairs for regular use. To speak on the noise canceling, it is the best noise canceling I've ever experienced. I've used Bose before in the past, they have phenomenal noise canceling as well. And when I compare these directly to my Jabra 85Hs and my Bang & Olufsen's H9Is, these are by far the best, which is really interesting because these are both over-ear pair of headphones, where these are in-ear. It's just that there's no pressure. A lot of noise canceling headphones have like this pressure that you feel in your ears, and these don't. Sony's just done a phenomenal job where you don't get that pressure feeling inside your ear. So if you're sensitive to something like that, these might be the best option for you, or maybe even the over-ear version, but they're just phenomenal. These 1000 series from Sony. And there's plenty of control you can do inside the app. So if you want to EQ it a bit or change what the touch sensors do and a bunch of other stuff. The app's really nice. I don't use it a whole lot. I kind of set my EQ to the way I wanted it. I did a custom EQ on it, and after that I've just kind of left it. Other than that, the ambient works really well. If you want to have a conversation with someone and you don't want to take your earbuds out, I get it. Sometimes it's inconvenient to have a quick 30-second conversation with someone and take the time to take them out, talk with them, take the time to put them back in. Usually it's almost the same amount of time as the actual conversation when you're like, oh, 1 second, take them out, talk, and then put them back in. So that's really good. As also, most people don't really notice them. They are more noticeable than the true wireless earbuds I've used, since they do stick out of your head a little bit further and they're a little bit bigger. But I have had people come up and talk to me at work and other things where they don't even notice I have them in. So that ambient sound is really convenient. So if you guys have any other questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as possible. And subscribe, it really helps. Share this with your friends as well. And as a last note, like I said, these are phenomenal. If you're looking into these headphones, I highly recommend them, especially right now. I've seen them on sale a lot. They're usually $229.99, so $230 US. I got mine for $180 on sale, and I've seen them as low as like $170 or $160 the other day when I looked. So phenomenal for the price. My guess is a new version is going to come out pretty soon because the pricing is dropping. But if they do the same thing that they did with their over-ear headphones, I don't think there's going to be a big difference between those and these and the new ones. But Sony can do whatever they want. So if you want to wait, great. If not, these are phenomenal headphones. I highly recommend. Or wait until the new ones come out, and these might even get even cheaper. I know that's what happened with the over-ear headphones, the Mark IIIs of those. So, like I said, highly recommend them if you're looking into getting headphones like this for casual use or even traveling and stuff like that, or in the office. But yeah, this is my review. Like I said, any questions, leave them down below. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video.